Hi there guys, this is going to be my brand new channel where I give my thoughts on games, and today I'm going to review and give you my thoughts on Anthem. Made by BioWare, 6 to 7 years in the making, could have been better, to be honest. I'm going to sound a bit negative, but at the end of the day, I still love this game. I really did. I really still like this game and I really enjoyed it. And I can see what can be done with this game and the future for this game. And that's what keeps me excited. That's what keeps me playing. But on to the bad points here first. The game was in development for 6 to 7 years. It comes out, and to be honest, it should have learned from the mistakes of games like Destiny, The Division, and to be honest, yeah, Anthem, I was expecting it to have learned from the mistakes of others. And to be honest, it didn't even learn from any. If anything, it made more mistakes. And that's a big shame, especially coming from BioWare, who are the masters of Mass Effect, which is one of my all-time favorite games, sci-fi games. And yeah, I was expecting big things from them. And in a way, they have, because the structure of the game is what's so addicting, and what is there is fantastic and it can be built upon. But it could have been better. We could have got that from the start had they listened and learned from their mistakes from other games. What's so sad is that you see other people making these mistakes and then you do them again. The fans aren't going to be very forgiving. But saying that, I still enjoyed it. But the other things that I didn't like were some of the voice acting. The voice acting could have been better. There was some annoying side characters in the game, which I'll let you decide on which ones were the most annoying. For me, one of them was like the lady that runs one of the shops near the forge where you upgrade your javelin. And yeah, I thought she was quite annoying. They could have patched her, but they haven't yet, which is quite annoying. I might have to write something on Reddit about that. But yeah, story-wise, you play as this no-name character who you get to pick a preset face at the start of the game before you start, and you can play as a man or a woman. The man's voice, the guy that played the voice of the male javelin, he sounded like it was very scripted. He was just reading off the script. There was not enough emotion there. It was very robotic. Yeah, the story, you're basically following, trying to stop this guy called the Monitor. You don't really know what his reasons are, what's his prerogative. You don't know. It doesn't really explain any of that. You see him at the start of the game, in the halfway through the game, and at the end of the game. It's really pretty bad storytelling. The only thing that saves the story is obviously the action and some of the main characters that you meet. Graphically, this is where it gets good. It is amazing. I think the graphics look absolutely amazing. I can't knock the graphics. The world looks fantastic. It could have been more. It could have looked more lived in, if you know. A few more animals. There's lots of birds and there's animals, and obviously plenty of enemies. I just thought there could have been more, just to fill up the world, and that would have made it much better as well. But saying that, graphically, the world looks amazing. There's plenty to see. The map it looks big, but once you've flown around it a bit, you'll understand that it can be a bit samey, but there's just about enough variety there. Now, obviously, the flying and the shooting, this is what makes the game for me. The flying is phenomenal. Very rarely has flying been done well in games, if not at all. But Anthem really have got that on lock. And anybody that's going to do flying in their game, simply copy Anthem. No problems there. The flying is absolutely amazing, really fun. They could have added some more, say, tricks in the air to keep the flying more fun or less boring when you're doing long flights. But other than that, really, I can't complain. The gunplay is again what keeps the game going. The sound of the guns sound great. There's a cool little feature that you can change in the options. Here's a little tip, and it's for the decibel sound, and you can have it on up to -1 to 6 or up to +6. I definitely put it on +6. It gives the bullet impact much more punch, and I'm sure you'll agree. The guns and the loot. The guns, although they sound and look sound amazing, they don't look great. You'll find you'll get loads of guns, but to be honest, they just look all the same. And visually, there's nothing interesting about them. Maybe some of the legendary ones, which is the top end tier of guns and things you can get in the game. They look slightly different, but it's literally just paint jobs. You know, we're not talking Destiny here, where they have really original guns when you get to the legendaries. And I thought that's a fail there, to be honest. It could have been better. Patches and future content, they're going to change that, which is good. But it needs to be very soon. Otherwise, I see the community really getting bored of what's there. The javelins themselves, they look fantastic. That I can't complain about. They really look good. There could be more armor, but unfortunately, again, this is something that's lacking from the game. But like I say, this is a game that is like your Destiny, and it's an evolving world, and it's a game that they will keep evolving and keep changing and keep updating, and people need to be patient, because this is what the kind of gaming. Well, this is what gaming's about nowadays, especially with these games. This is not a game that comes out and is finished. This is a game that they're going to be supporting throughout its process. And you need to be patient. And the most important thing is that the groundwork, the basis of the game is solid. And you can go from there, basically. So, those are my thoughts on Anthem. They should have brought out a more finished, more polished game. It's had nothing but updates since it's come out. But the main thing is that they're listening to the fans. And that is the main thing they have to do. Especially if you bring out a game and it's lacking. The best thing you can do to make it better is listen to the fans, listen to their feedback, and implement that into the game. And I think it's great as well, like, because sometimes you'll put something on Reddit or write to BioWare, and then with an idea, or many people will say the same idea, and then it gets implemented in the game, and it'll feel good because that was your thoughts and that's what you wanted to see in the game, and then you actually see it in the game, and it feels great, and it feels like you're adding to the game and helping BioWare make a better game. Obviously, look, I'm not going to sit here and deny the problems that it has. I think BioWare is a big company, and I think they'll get it right. EA, obviously, for me, that it's all about the money for them. I don't think they're much interested about quality. It seems that EA in the last 5 years or so have just been basically all about the money. And it's a shame, because normally when you put EA in front of a game back in the day, it was guaranteed quality. Not that you're not guaranteed quality nowadays. It's just they're more interested in loot boxes and money and transactions in games, and it's a shame. But I really hope that they support BioWare, and I know BioWare are what they're capable of, and I hope they really stick to Anthem and make it much better, because what's there, I really feel it's fantastic, and I'm still playing it. I finished the game, I've got all the achievements, and I still feel like I'm being drawn back, and that's a good thing. So let's hope they make it better. Those are my thoughts on Anthem. Thank you for looking at my channel, guys. I hope to see you soon, where I'll bring you some more thoughts on more games. Take care, guys. All the best. Bye-bye.